Korea and Cuba, there are only two countries in the world where Coca-Cola does not exist. You might think Coca-Cola is something you can find anywhere in the world, but these two countries have been in long-term U.S. trade embargoes, North Korea since 1950 and Cuba since 1962. However, North Korea has made its dark-colored soda. They call it Ryongjin Cola or Cocoa Sparkling. It has similar red packaging and cursive font, but does it have the same great taste? Let us know in the comments if you've tried it. Afghanistan. Whenever we hear the word Afghanistan, the first things that come to our mind are Taliban, bomb blasting, and horror, but on the other side, Afghanistan is well known for its fine fruits, especially pomegranates, grapes, and its extra sweet jumbo-size melons. We're pretty sure this comes as a surprise to almost everyone. Afghanistan produces a whopping 95% of the world's opium. Even 10 long years of American occupation failed to slow down the ever-growing industry. Nauru most overweight population, when it comes to the who's fatter competition, that is. Over 95% of their population is overweight. The island is incredibly overweight, with more than 70% of the population categorized as obese. 97% of men and 93% of women need to lose weight. Unsurprisingly, then, Nauru has the highest rates of type 2 diabetes in the world, with more than 40% of the population affected. Richest countries, Luxembourg, Singapore, and Ireland are the richest country in the world. What do people think when they think about the richest countries in the world? And what comes to mind when they think about the smallest nations in the world? Some would be surprised to find out that many of the wealthiest nations are also amongst the tiniest. Some very small and very rich countries, like Luxembourg, Singapore, and Hong Kong, benefit from having sophisticated financial sectors and tax regimes that help attract foreign investments and professional talent. Others like Qatar and Brunei have large reserves of hydrocarbons or other lucrative natural resources. Niue uses Pokemon money, for real. The tiny Polynesian island of Niue, a sovereign state connected to New Zealand, has currency embossed with Disney, Pokemon, and Star Wars characters, among other weird pop culture references. While the New Zealand dollar is also legal tender on the island, you can pay for anything with their awesome coins. Niue also has free Wi-Fi, everywhere, and while we're here, Niue is also the world's first and only Wi-Fi nation. What does this mean? The entire island has Wi-Fi, and it's free for everyone. Egypt and Sudan. Sudan has the most pyramids in the world, not Egypt. Egypt and pyramids are almost synonymous, but did you know there are pyramids in Sudan too? Nubia, a region in Sudan, has 255 pyramids, twice the number in Egypt. After ruling Egypt's 25th dynasty, the Nubian pharaohs fled to Sudan and formed the Kushite kingdom, incorporating the Egyptian culture in their new city. China has the only one time zone. Having a single time zone is fine if the sun rises and sets at the same time for everyone. However, as Beijing is preparing to go to bed at midnight, folks in Xinjiang are just beginning to watch the sunset. That's pretty wild considering how China is almost the size of the United States, which has 6 time zones. Interestingly, China didn't always operate on Beijing time. Beijing Standard Time was only established in 1949, a decision by Chairman Mao Zedong in the name of national unity. Before that, in 1912, there were 5 recognized time zones that were 5.5 to 8.5 hours past Greenwich Mean Time. San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge speaks. This is one of the newer facts about the world. In June 2020, San Francisco's beloved Golden Gate Bridge started speaking up about some amendments made to the railings on the bike path. Literally, San Franciscans reported hearing hearse sounds from several kilometers away. City officials explained it to be a case of high winds passing through the new handrails. The bridge is safer for users when it faces less wind resistance. Therefore, the sound is a good sign that strong winds are passing through the bridge smoothly. Thailand has a festival to appreciate their monkeys every last Sunday of November. This festival in Lopburi celebrates the monkeys in a monkey buffet festival. According to Sanskrit folklore, a heroic monkey helped Prince Rama save his bride-to-be from the clutches of a 10-headed demon. The resident monkeys of the Phra Prang Samyot temple are treated to 4,000 kilograms of fruits, vegetables, and Thai desserts. What a spread! Locals also dress up as monkeys and perform for their esteemed guests as they gobble down their royal feast. France is the most visited country, with 89 million annual tourists. Surprisingly, before COVID-19 made travel take a backseat, France was the most visited country in the world. Apart from exploring the City of Love, many travelers also pass through it on their way to Italy and Spain. Rwanda has the highest percentage of women in parliament. Women occupy 61% of the seats in the Rwandan parliament. Historically, only 20 seats were reserved for women in parliament. Today, 49 of the 80 seats are filled by women, because females dominate the total population. After the Rwandan genocide, in the early 1990s, when upwards of 1 million Rwandans were killed, more than half the country's total population was female. A silver lining to an awful tragedy.
Hawaii. Did you know that the best place in the world to see rainbows is in Hawaii? Hawaii is known as the Rainbow State, so you're guaranteed to see stunning rainbows across the chain of islands. Hawaii is particularly rainy, and because of that, rainbows can be spotted frequently. The track leftover bright green tree-topped mountains as rainbow arches above.
Rome. Ancient Romans used to use both human and animal urine as a mouthwash to whiten their teeth. The thing is, it works, it's just gross. Our urine contains ammonia, a compound of nitrogen and hydrogen, that is capable of acting as a cleansing agent. Today, ammonia is an ingredient in cleaning products most useful for glass, porcelain, stainless steel, and getting baked on grime off of your oven.